Hey, you're watching Pilot Season. I'm your host and showrunner, Ryan Burkett. Every episode of Pilot Season, a team of writers and a team of actors join forces to create an original sitcom pilot live. We're the only show of this kind that we know of. Pilot Season runs monthly on the Trident Network, a three-pronged entertainment company featuring live streaming shows just like this, videos and web series you can find places like YouTube, and podcasts of every single genre. Now, normally joining me in the booth, but gone for a couple months and back tonight, is the founder and creator of the Trident Network, my friend, our stage manager, our conscience, our tech support, Val Agnew. Val, welcome back.
Hi, buddy. Thanks. I missed you.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here. I'm a little tired, but otherwise, I'm great.
Same, and I'm just tired because I think that I maybe have a deficiency.
Need
You
some
have
supplements or?
yeah, I need those gummies in the bathroom are getting stale.
Mm.
I tell you, on Amazon.com, I have spent into the triple digits on vitamins this year alone, and then they just dry up. And any other kind of gummy, a sour swimmer from Trader Joe's, I'll house a bag of those on a walk home.
We can't even take one of them.
Yeah, I just can't
Wow.
in the morning. I'm like,
Take them before
well,
bed, buddy. That's what I do.
will I have nightmares?
No.
Okay. If I'm too fortified, will I have nightmares? Is the most like unhealthy person excuse. Yeah, I heard fruits and vegetables are actually bad for you. Val, we're going to digress. That's just going to happen sometimes.
Yeah.
It's springtime in Chicago. Val, let us know what's coming up at the Trident Network. What's new?
Ooh, boy. I should have done my homework. We've got some. Oh, actually, we do have a new podcast coming out soon called Original Trail. It's
Okay.
basically a weekly guest podcast made by our pop culture period piece hosts. And they are going to have a different creative pal come on every week and talk about what they're making and doing and all that stuff. So they're kind of very embedded in the stage theater world and like costume design and stage design and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited to see kind of who they have on their show and what they get to talking about. So that's a new podcast. We've also got some old favorites. I'm so glad you asked. Gone but not forgotten, and of course my personal favorite for no reason at all, decommentary. So we got some new episodes coming up. We also just heard back from Johnny Tsunami himself, Brandon Baker. So stay tuned. We may do an interview episode with him. Yeah, of course, we've got our live shows, Witching Hour Pilot Season, where you are right now, and Stupid Games, Stupid Prizes, which is the first Monday of every month.
Amazing. So many things.
I know. Sorry, I was just reading off the
Like,
calendar.
no, it's exciting to hear everything. Val, before we meet our teams tonight, we have two fantastic teams. We're going to need to get a suggestion from our Twitch chat. We, of course, have been doing different genres of sitcoms over the run of this show. And to celebrate you coming back, we're going to do another round of This Meets That.
Ooh.
So we'll need two sitcoms, two shows. Of course, you can mix and match these as they come in. Ones that we've gotten in the past, we did The Golden Girls meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer, a show called Long in the Tooth. We did MASH meets Seinfeld, the deliciously titled Petty Officers. And then tonight we'll get something hopefully with just as strong of puns, because that's what I'm really in it for. But joining us tonight, let's meet our cast. Now, anybody who knows me knows I love and respect writers. I would love to be a writer who gets money in exchange for. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that resonates with anybody else? Like I would write, and then at my bank, I would bring then I'll explain it later. It's very confusing. We love writers here, is what I'm saying. But at pilot season, we meet the actors first. Joining us tonight, a returning player to pilot season, we have Matt Fox.
Hello.
Matt, welcome back.
God, it's so good to be back. Truly an honor, a privilege and an honor.
Matt, we've talked a lot about sitcoms with you. So I want to narrow down just a little bit. If you could create any prequel to an existing sitcom, Young Sheldon style, which one would you pick?
Ooh, honestly, the first thing that came to mind was Golden Girls, but like in their peak 20s, 30s, like Friends, but the Golden Girls, and they're all friends. And there's others. There's their college friends too. Who knows who else could be in it?
Hey, girls, what would you call it?
Gold Girls. Drop the EN in classic reboot style.
I love that.
You would be like, what is this? I don't know what this is.
Also joining us again, returning from the tech booth. First of all, thank you for filling in while Val was out. Once and future stage manager, but tonight an actor. We have M. Smith.
Hello, I'm out of the tech booth and into the streets. No, it doesn't quite work, but I'm here. I'm happy to be here.
In the spotlight. M, if you could adapt any movie, any film into an ongoing sitcom, which one would you pick?
Oh, that's such a good question. We are in the golden age of television. You know, if I wanted to, okay, this is a little out of left field, but I watched the entirety of the movie House of Gucci, and it felt like a sitcom in that it was the characters were so wacky, is what I didn't expect, and they play themselves. And I just think that it could be. I mean, I know people die, spoiler, but like I think that could be a sitcom. I would want to see that dragged out. I just think like it would be a sitcom where the characters are key and they're already there, and that would be my sitcom.
I love that. House of Gucci already has like a wacky uncle.
Like a Waluigi type character. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. And they have those let's get moose and squirrel accents. Those dialects that were like really ready for sitcoms.
Absolutely.
I love that idea. Also back again tonight on the acting team, we have Eric Totheroh.
Hello, everyone.
Eric, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Eric, if you could, let's say you're a network executive and you can bring back any canceled, long forgotten sitcom, gone too soon sitcom, you can bring it back for one more episode. What would you pick?
Only one more episode. Okay. My instinct was
we'll see how it goes.
yeah. The first thing that came to my mind, and it's probably like a trite answer for anyone who's like a TV fan, is happy endings. I think they like the whole way that show ended was kind of crappy, and so like everyone was like firing on all cylinders and wanted to do more and things like that. So I think if we've got it back, there'd be like a bunch of like giddy energy from the actors, like they just be like having a good time too, because it's already very slapsticky. So I'm into that.
That's a great idea. That's a great cast too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're also eager to do any kind of like panel or like talk show reunions and podcasts and things like that. I think that they would, for the right dollar, they would be in.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I don't think it'd be that expensive for someone like what's Adam Pally doing.
I mean, let's flatter him a little more.
I mean, he did Z-Way. He was on Z-Way's show. Like he seems like a good sport. Yeah. I mean, if he's watching this right now, you deserve so much more than what you've got. I'm just saying, like realistically, he would answer my call.
Yeah. Let's meet our writing team. Joining us again, we have a real pilot season all-star. It's Robin Dafforn. Robin, welcome back.
Hi, thank you for having me again, Ryan.
This has got to be like episode 5 or 6 or something by now. You're.
Do I get the jacket? Like, is it SNL? Are we getting like smoking jackets?
Yeah. Robin, because we've talked about sitcoms with you so much, I want to really get like granular. I want to really zoom down.
Okay.
Favorite sitcom episode?
Gosh, that is like that first popped in my head is the Friends, the one with well, now I'm not gonna get the title right, but the game where they're playing the game with the apartment where they lose it. Like that just to me, Chenandler Bong, like all of those lines, like, that there's 11, what does Monica have, like 11 different types of towels? Like there's just a classic episode. That would be yes.
That's probably their like quintessential episode.
Yeah, I feel like that was it was such a weird, like to switch their apartments was such a it was a cool move as well.
Yeah, I love that. Joining us for the first time tonight, we have Toni Smith.
Hey,
Toni,
happy to be here.
welcome to pilot season.
Thank you so much.
Toni, because you're a first timer here at pilot season, we do need to get a bigger picture, some more information. What is your favorite sitcom? It could be your all-time favorite, something you've binged lately.
For this discussion, does animated count?
Absolutely.
Then I'm a classic Simpsons person.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite Simpsons like supporting character?
Best supporting characters, probably Ralph Wiggum.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it just never misses.
Yeah. And then Toni, follow-up question, and we maybe know the answer to this. I don't want to predict. If you could live in any sitcom town, which one would you pick?
I would. Oh, okay. So I would live in. Well, yeah. Screw it. I would live in Pawnee. From Parks and Rec.
That's great. Yeah. What would your job be?
Oh, realistically, I'd probably be like some low level. I probably have Aziz's job in that show, and I'd probably just be there for forever.
That's a great place to be forever.
Yeah.
Also joining us for the first time, we have David Strugar. David, welcome to pilot season.
Thanks, Ryan.
David, we need to know your favorite sitcom.
Oh, I have a bunch. But well, last year I bought the entirety of Mama's Family on DVD. That's like a really ultimate comfort watch for me. I think my sitcom taste is pretty broad, but yeah, I love that old lady.
She eventually played that character from like when she was like 19.
She
is the age of the grandma.
Yeah, she is actually, a friend of mine sent me a link to Vicki Lawrence's show that she's doing this year where she is playing Mama, and I think she's actually older than Mama was. Mama was in her 60s, so yeah.
That's crazy. David, what is your favorite sitcom set? Like your favorite physical sitcom set?
I think it's got to be Cheers. Like that bar, like it doesn't get much more iconic than that, I think.
That one comes up a lot. It's like a real wood TV set. Like
yeah, like I think it used to be on display at a museum somewhere, and like the actors had scratched their names into the bar. Yeah.
I love that. Val, do we have a suggestion from our chat?
Yes, we have a bunch of great ones, and I think I'm gonna merge two of them together for our final choice.
Yeah, let's hear something.
So a couple runners up. Night Court meets Judge Judy, aka Day Court. Bob's Burgers meets Scrubs, another runner up. But what I'm gonna pick is Flintstones meets Party Down.
Okay. That's really something. So we're going to discuss this and break down what a show might be like that is a mixture of Flintstones meets Party Down. Val, while we're doing that, if you could reach back out to our chat and see if we have a title for this insane mashup of shows. Before we get started, I do just want to reiterate to our cast and our writers, we won't be using any actual characters or settings from these shows. This is a show that is inspired by both of these, so everything else will be completely original. Let's start with our actors. We'll start with Matt. What characters are you inspired by when you hear Flintstones meets Party Down?
You know, I think of the Ken Marino character from Party Down a lot, of like that I kind of just like a down on his luck, but really enthusiastic about his job kind of guy who just kind of gets like gut punch after gut punch and keeps getting up. And I feel like if you're living in the Jurassic period, like you would have to just keep rolling with the punch. Like it's just a terrible time to be alive. So I think, yeah, just like a low-level manager who's doing his very best to like survive Dilophosaurus attacks and stuff of the sort.
Absolutely. I love that. M, same question. Any characters that come to mind immediately when you hear this combo of shows?
Yeah, I was trying to. I haven't seen a lot of Party Down, but I know it's about like catering and like aspiring actors, and I was trying to think of like what a prehistoric aspiring actor like mapping would be, and I feel like it would be something like whoever's job it is to do like the dance for the sun god or so, like or that might be appropriating actually, but we like some prehistoric version of actor where it's like maybe some like really bad news and they have to act it out, or like there's always been actors and it always feels like sometimes it's like we have too many actors, and I'm sure that it's the same case back in prehistoric. So aspiring, maybe creating acting, and everyone's like, we don't need that, but we do.
Yeah. Eric, same question. Any characters that are coming to life for you already?
Yeah, I mean, so when I think of Flintstones, I think of all the dinosaurs are doing the jobs of like machines and stuff. So I think immediately of them in the same sort of like, ugh, like they're like, aren't these clients that we have to work with so stupid? And they're like in the background doing all this stuff, but then they're like also just the dishwasher itself. You know, it's like a dinosaur licking plates, and then it's like, and they're like doing coke, you know, like whatever prehistoric coke. Like that's what I picture is like dinosaurs just like shooting the shit.
Yeah. Let's check in with our writers. We'll start with David. David, what are some situations or scenarios that you see happening in this episode?
They're probably catering a party for some Neanderthals who are trying to keep up appearances and look as classy as the humans. They're trying to like throw a really good party so no one notices that they're not as evolved as the humans, and they're willing, like, money is no object, we'll throw all the clams at you.
And David, give us a location that we might see in this episode.
I would say like a cave that's in the middle of renovations. Again, they're trying to improve their station.
I love that. Toni, same question. Any situations or scenarios that you're predicting for this or that you have like ideas about?
I always thought it was kind of weird that the Flintstones had alien life. Am I right about that? Like the great, like the little green guy. What was that guy's name?
Gadzoo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'd be interested to see if there's more of that or what the consequences of that is.
And Toni, follow-up question. This is a thing that we try to narrow down before we start during our episode, and we may have this already, but if we could get more specific about the time period that we're set in. Is any of this in the present day? Is it all in that period? It could be fun to, since post-apocalyptic stuff is so in right now. There was this theory that the Flintstones and the Jetsons live in the same universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it is present day.
I love that. Robin, we're going to check in with you as well. Same thing. Any situations or scenarios that you'd like to pitch for this episode?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm kind of, it's got a chance to kind of also be, I think, kind of an upstairs, downstairs kind of thing. Like, since you've got the party down aspect of like the workers, and then also the people that throwing the parties,
Right.
and then it kind of made me think of like what a trendy cave party would be. And I was just thinking like, perhaps everybody's tired of fire, like, oh, cool, fire again. Wow, yeah, neat. And it's just like those kind of things, like just sitting around a campfire or just seeing same cave drawings, everything, just a kind of a good satirical and sarcastic kind of take on that.
I love that. And then Robin, assuming that you are our network executive who greenlights this show, you're in charge of like standards and practices. What kind of network is this on? Does it have a studio audience? Is it for adults, etc.?
I could see it playing well on like a Stars, actually. Like, wasn't that Where Party Down? Like, so it's network, but not like maybe a Prestige. It's kind of you're a little off in the corner doing weird stuff.
Guys, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm having an issue on my end, so I'm gonna have to transition to the improv page, and you guys can do your thing. I'm so sorry. I will be back as quickly as I can.
All good. We're actually ready for our cold open for our show. We're gonna do just a few lines, meet some characters. We'll hit a hard joke, and then we'll bounce back out. And so actors, you have your marching orders. Writers, we know what we need to do. Let's see the cold open for this show, this mixture of Flintstones and Party Down.
Oh, hey, I ended up getting that gig, by the way.
No way.
Yeah, I'm gonna be reading off the list of the dead tomorrow.
The Dead? You got The Dead?
I got the dead. I mean, it could have been anybody. I don't think it's a numbers thing, right? I just went out every single day. People keep dying and I just got it. And it could have been one of you. Honestly, I really believe that.
We're so proud of you. You've been working towards this for so long. I mean, you read
yeah.
every dead name that comes across this town. So you deserve it more than anyone.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and like,
keep me humble.
Oh man, people are gonna be hanging on your every word because right after this happens, man, they're gonna.
Yeah. Yeah. And after reading The Dead is the human sacrifice, and I didn't get that, but it's like no small parts,
No small parts. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like I wouldn't want to eat your guts out, when the sacrifice happens. Like, I love to clean up that corpse and gobble down on some intestines. So it would make me sad if it was you. So I'm glad you're reading the names. This is much more preferred.
Yeah.
The last gig I had, I was at the table and they had livers out on the table for us during break. It was crazy. Like I have to get back. Yeah.
It's a gig. It's like craft service. I mean, it's just they really take care of you. I think of going union, but I don't know.
Have you gotten wheel training yet? You gotta get wheel certified.
No, I haven't done wheel training. I know everybody does that, but I don't. I've just never been like a school person, I don't know if I've just done it.
You're so smart though. Honestly, like I thought you went to like so much more school. Like they don't let pterodactyls in school, so like I've never been able to study properly, but honestly, like I'm just always learning from you, man. You're so wise.
Just if it's I mean, I told you I'm part Neanderthal, right? So it's like I feel like I'm just going up. I feel like I get typecast. So to do something like this, I mean, I really appreciate your support because I think, I don't know, we all get like put in this niche corner and like we're all so talented. I think you guys are some of the most talented people I know. You could read The Dead.
You hear that? You hear that? That's gonna be a big production.
Okay, showtime.
Oh, we gotta get going. We gotta get going. All those dead bodies.
Yeah. Was you a pterodactyl the whole time?
Yeah.
Wait, have you been a pterodactyl this whole time? That's acting.
Honestly, though, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I sometimes I don't know if I'm just like overdo. Like sometimes I'm like, am I too loud or my wings too leathery?
No, I didn't even hear your accent. I hear it a little bit now. Like you have a P before everything, but I didn't even clock it before.
Nah. It's honestly, I lost the accent like 200 years ago or something. So it's like not around really anymore in me.
I mean, but you got that in your back pocket, you know, and if they need a pterodactyl, you just swoop in there for the kill, so to speak.
And I keep asking, I'm like, you gonna cast a dinosaur in one of these ever? And they just keep looking at me like I'm gonna eat them. But most of the time I do. So I should probably stop that so that they listen to my requests. But you know, I'm glad you're getting stuff. That's what's most important is that you're booking. You know,
I got one bit roll, but we'd be booking more for everybody.
People would kill for
Yes.
that role.
Yeah,
it's
people
true
die for that.
They literally die for that.
that people
Literally,
kill and
yeah.
die.
Yeah.
People kill and die every day, man. Oh, we should probably be
You
cleaning
should
up,
probably go
huh?
deliver the food.
Yeah, we should probably.
Right.
And opening credits. Hey, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but I know everybody can hear me, so we're gonna stay on this screen. Let's talk about these characters that we've seen. We'll talk to our actors first. Is this a character that we're gonna see again, do you think, like throughout the episode?
Probably. I feel like they yeah, there's room for them to do really incredibly well or incredibly bad, but they've definitely set up an expectation for themselves.
And give us, does your character have a name yet?
No. I'm gonna say, post-apocalyptic, my name is Glug.
I love that. Can you tell us something from Glug's backstory? Just something that you'd like the writers to know, something that you'll be using to motivate. It could be a piece of Glug's history, a secret, something that you'd like us to know.
I'm fully a Neanderthal, and I've infiltrated the non-Neanderthal, the Homo sapiens, and I've been living a lie.
That's powerful. Matt, same question. Is your character one that you think we'll be seeing throughout this episode?
You know, I think possibly. I don't know if he's that important to the overall plot, as much as a representation of maybe a mutant dinosaur species that exists in this post-apocalyptic future, where, able to blend in with humans, but not necessarily outright full pterodactyl, I guess. But, he might pop up again. He does not have a name though. So I think his name is like Jeff.
Okay. There had to be a first Jeff. At some point, we met our first Jeff. Eric, same question. Is this a character we're going to continue to see? And if so, can you tell us a little something more about them?
I mean, I think he's kind of a toss away if he wants to be. I think he was just sort of there as like a extra worker to kind of be expository and explain things. If he comes back, he's got to have a real like need or want or something. He's sort of hanging around right now, which is fine. Let them have a moment.
Let's check in with our writers. If our writers can hear us in the background here. Toni, we're getting ready to start our first scene of our episode. Where is this scene located?
I feel like they could have rented out the bowling alley. It could also be in a nice arcade. I could go either way.
I love that. And Robin, how much time has passed?
Ooh.
Now and our first scene.
In our first scene, I think maybe just a little bit later in the day. Felt like we just had started work. We just found out about this audition. So I think just a little bit later in the day would be fine.
Yeah, and Robin, would you give us a line of dialogue that you would like to hear in this next scene?
Pterodactyl, yes, but the P is silent. Right.
Pterodactyl, yes, but the P
is silent.
So actors, plant that one in your brains. We're gonna move forward into the first act of our show, yet to be titled. We're gonna find out. It's a mashup of the Flintstones and Party Down. Do you guys feel ready? Let's go for it.
They be slow with food.
Huh?
They must come faster with food. We pay big rock for food.
I eat my rock, but I'm so hungry still.
I save small rock for tip afterward to say good job with small rock, 20% of big rock.
Oh, wisdom, such wisdom with rock. I eat mine, bad plan.
Yes, you look like bad person if eat own rock instead of give as tip.
This why no one serve me anymore.
Yes, you spoil brunch by eating rock.
My teeth are broken.
Yes, and your relationship with the staff broken.
I will yell for us to get meat shanks.
Yes, and I will turn my head and snap to signify that I also would like service.
Oh, oh, oh.
No, I'm right here. It's fine. You guys doing okay?
Oh.
Yes, we put in order for first course. You have word for first course?
I don't know if that's a thing yet. Do you want food? We have meat shanks, we have vegetables raw, and we have dinosaurs dead.
Yes.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur dead? Two
Dinosaur
dinosaurs
dead.
dead? Okay. I'm so sorry. We're very short staffed. It's just me, but I will try. I will try.
Excuse me. Question.
Oh, yeah?
Do you have invention of something, a liquid that we can put things into to increase flavor?
You know, I saw something back there and I'm gonna try it. It's just me, right? I can do whatever I want. I'm gonna try it.
What is ketchup day? Oh, she gone.
Oh. That pterodactyl tried to rip my head off, I think.
Whoa.
I will eat the pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl is creature?
Creature? Creature.
I know of P pterodactyl.
Oh, pterodactyl, but the P is silent.
How spell? Where P?
I pee. Where bathroom?
Room? Room for P? But P is silent, so it's quiet room.
Shh, like when we're trying to catch a triceratops.
Yes.
Okay, I just went for it. I took a bunch of poppy seeds, I crushed them into a paste, and I spit in it, and it looks delightful. I'm gonna put it next to the dead dinosaur, and no pressure, but please enjoy.
Yes, you have beautiful speaking voice.
Thank you. My parents are from another place.
Where place?
Doesn't matter. What did I said too much already.
Why
My
be
parents
cryptic?
are probably
Be nice. There other place to be?
Oh, there's many other places to be besides here, you mean?
Yes.
Besides Rocktown? Oh, there's towns all over. They're sprawled all over. You need to see the world. I mean, your accent is very actually valued. I think like we're losing this accent, right? And so maybe you should actually just stay here. I don't know.
What do they eat from your town?
A lot of vegetarians in my town, so lots of like just anything that's
Rocks?
not meat. Rocks, sand, dirt,
Easy rock.
grass.
Common ground.
I must visit another place.
Oh my gosh, you love it. You love it. You'd already fit in, honestly, it sounds like. What are they? I'll be honest, I'm new here. What is the delicacy here? Because you all seem very malnourished.
Delicacy, everything raw, terrible, bad food, no delicious, nowhere. Rocket.
Okay. I'm gonna invent flame broiling real quick, and you're just gonna blow your minds.
You use fire for food.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What do you use fire for? You have fire?
We have fire. You have offended me.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
We use fire for warmth and for light and for dance and to stare at and think.
Sometimes for attack, we burn, we shoot, and we burn, and we club with flames.
Most of Rocktown is about fighting and murder. And
Yeah,
we have
it's
full economy
that.
over deaths and the speaking of so.
vibrant. It's
Oh
a
yeah.
vibrant-
Listen, I feel like I'm like big city coming in and talking down to you, and I really didn't mean. I came here for the violence and murder because I'm researching for a role actually, and I just don't know anything about this stuff.
You should come. We're going to the death reading tonight. We will hear all the names of the dead, and it will be so sad, but also so epic. And you must see what this is like in Rocktown.
Okay. Yeah.
If
We're
you're
gonna
looking-
get into some like real knuckle dragging.
Exactly. Yes.
Is that offensive to say?
Yes.
Okay.
And now a
Wow,
word
I'm-
from our sponsor. Hey, we are to our chat watching at home. I just want to let you know we are experiencing a little bit of a technical difficulty. The show is progressing. And I have heard from Val in the booth that we do have a title, and it's a good one. Our title for Party Down meets the Flintstones is Yabba Dabba Roo, like ROUX,
Nice.
or you make your jambalaya, your mac and cheese, what have you.
Solid work. Solid work.
Was it?
Another
that-
option was Jurassic Snark.
Oh,
I like the idea of the show being called Yabba Dabba Roo.
Dabba
and
Roo.
The episode title is Jurassic Snark.
Mhm.
We'll start with our actors. Eric, we'll start with you. We're heading into Act 2 of our episode. Any other characters that you're feeling inspired to create? There we are.
Yeah, I feel like there's someone like on the staff who is like always feeling like slighted by the people. I feel like we haven't seen anyone like that. Everyone seems like kind of like optimistic and exciting, and I think there's room for someone who's really like ready to start some drama with the clientele.
Yeah. I worry sometimes that I've been that person at my job. M, same question. Anybody else that we might see from you? Any other characters?
Yeah, it seems like that they're now it's definitely like a dining setting now, and so I feel like the kitchen staff is usually where a lot of the comedy gold is, both on and off TV. So some whether that's the dinosaurs or something, some kind of like back of house.
Yeah, I like the idea that back of house, even in this setting, everybody's sitting on like a milk crate. Somehow have all of they've invented cigarettes and eating out of those like meal prep containers. They're all drinking out of those.
It's the bear.
okay.
Yeah. Matt, same question. Any new characters we might see in Act 2?
I think now, yeah, I guess the food centric and the roux being in the title. I'm like, maybe there's like a food critic, like a prehistoric food critic. That's like, oh no, this today of all days, that could be a real stick in the craw, as it were. So probably something like that. Maybe he's a dinosaur too. Who knows?
Yeah, I feel like as soon as there was a second restaurant, we needed a critic so people would know which one to go to. Let's check in with our writers. Robin, what would you like to see next? Any plot lines, characters, situations?
I'm definitely ready to go back of the house. I want to kind of, yeah, like let's start talking to all these party down folks, or these rabid making the ruse in their back, get back there. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, Toni, same question. Any situations you'd like to see them get into? Any plot lines you'd like to start or continue?
Yeah, I think back of house is pretty key here. And if we're just now discovering fire, let's see how that goes.
David, same question. Any plot lines you'd like to plant the seeds of in Act 2? Anything you'd like to start?
Yeah, I feel like we do need to see some dinosaur characters. I feel like the person in charge of the company could be someone who's really set in their ways, and they could be like, "Ah, I hate taking orders from that guy. He's such a dinosaur." Uh,
That's very good. David, could you give us a line of dialogue that you'd like to hear in Act Two?
let's see. Does anyone know where I parked my Saber?
Anyone know where I parked my Saber? Actors, keep that in mind. All right, we have a lot of material to work with going into Act Two. Actors, you know what's up. Writers, we've got a lot of work to do. Val, are you ready for Act Two of Yabba Dabba Roo?
Yep, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, so the renovations on the cave are going pretty bad. We're spending a lot of rocks on it, not seeing much turnout, but you're supposed to mix that? That looks like it might be boiling over. You
Oh
wanna
shit,
something
sorry.
about that? Yeah, well, I think it's my smoke break. So I think I'm gonna go. You got that handled?
Oh, Bull, go on.
Yeah, well, yeah. Bowl's gone. I think somebody took the bowl. They asked me if you needed it, and I said that no, you could just use it. Look, you guys are doing a great job back here. If you wanna let me know if you guys need help, but I think I'm just gonna like nap maybe in the break room for a little while. Do you guys need
No nap and smoke.
I do it all the time.
Nap, smoke, fire. Fire bad outside.
Now that you're saying that, I'm realizing that's probably why my 6 huts have burned down. I didn't know that. I thought fire was just for dancing and sometimes violence and shows and warmth, but I guess it could also really mess things up, and I guess shadows too are technically also a result of fire. Well,
Dude, this is job. This is job. Yeah.
no, it's crazy how easy this job is. They don't even check on you guys. They don't even care about this.
So we got a problem. Hey,
What?
Exit. See you later on my.
we just had someone sit down and said they're trying to write or draw pictures in review of our food.
Okay.
So I
Who
sat
good?
them right near the kitchen. They said they wanted to see this flame everyone keeps talking about.
Flame broil.
Yeah, they said they heard about the flame broil from across to a different town, and they said they wanted to see what all the fuss was about.
We have flame. We don't have broil yet.
I don't know what to tell you.
Tell them. God.
He's just over there chipping away at his tablets already, looking at the ambiance. He said,
I am not the fire starter. I just take the fire they give me. I put it on the food.
okay. So, what do you want me to tell him?
What? Where are we on? Have we invented sandwich?
Oh my God. I don't know. I just, I don't know. I can't even remember where I parked my Saber. Does anyone know where I parked my Saber?
Oh, I need.
Everyone
Do we have alcohol yet? I need something. How do people work this job with nothing in their sober? We need to invent something.
I mean, there's these 2 guys who are here. They peed in a corner, and it's been kind of sitting there for a little bit. I can try to give you some of that. It got me freaked up.
I have fermented pee. I have terrifying visions.
Oh,
Terrifying.
That's right.
Dinosaurs flying above me doesn't exist, except in my mind.
Ooh. I just wanted to see a little bit of the kitchen situation, but I can see it's a real disaster. So
Okay, take your rocks, take your briefcase, go back to Rocktown. This used to be a place people could come and everybody knew their name. And now you big city people, you come in with your big attitudes and you make us feel bad. And you know what? We're inventing hand washing soon, and you don't even know what that is.
I don't, but I never.
Yeah, go engrave that. See if you can catch it all. Get out of town. Go back on the dinosaur you rode in on.
Yeah, excuse me, if you could take your seat, we'll have one of our servers be there with you in a second.
I'm gonna write how much I like your hair. That's gonna be part of my review because I do like it. You're the one highlight of this.
Yo, it's so kind.
Is everyone losing their fucking minds around here? Am I the only one that does work? Am I the only one?
Yeah,
I need fire. I need fire. I need fire.
that
I'm not
sounds
the fire
fun.
starter. I need fire starter. God damn it.
I can share a light with you from this Sarah. Am I allowed to smoke in the kitchen? Is that okay? Is that within regulations?
What are you smoking? You're using fire for what?
This wrap some leaves in a piece of banana leaf. It's not working great, but it's doing the trick. Hey, how you doing?
Let me try that.
It's medicinal, don't worry. You can't get arrested.
Oh, I see someone coming in the front. Let me go grab them.
I think this is my new thing.
Right? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It feels terrible when
I
it
just
goes
needed
down.
something to do with my hands, you know?
Hmm?
Fuck.
You look official.
Yes, I'm here to look at safety of building, to make sure cave is in order, to make sure that everything looks good. I give grades on scale of horse to horse on hind legs to horse running from person with spear.
Oh man, if we get horse running at person with spear, this is gonna close. They're gonna close the restaurant.
Absolutely shut it down. This is my livelihood. I'm just. Yeah, can I get you? Would you like some hot pee? On the house. On the house. Not a bribe. Just
I do not
hospitality.
review food. I look for safety infractions. What we got here, this is piss in corner, and that is
Yes.
oven that isn't even on fire.
That's mead. It's mead.
That's-
Technically, after it's fermented, it's mead, and this oven is a fireless oven.
We don't have a fire starter with us here today. But with investments from people like you, we could take this place and make it something special.
I see here this mammoth meat is underdone. In fact, it is still with hair on it and still just cut off of leg. That is health hazard. You go from horse on 3 legs to a horse with 1 broken.
No. That's our dishwasher. That's mammoth. That's our dishwasher. He licks all the plates clean.
It's a living.
See?
And now a word from our sponsor.
Yabba
Oh yeah, somebody should say that. We are really, I don't know if anybody else is, but I am picturing this animated. That hardly ever happens on this show, but I'm picturing like either like stop motion or like real people with puppets or it's visually a lot's happening. Let's check in with our actors. We're heading into Act 3. We're wrapping up this episode. Earlier we asked if your character had any like interesting backstory that you wanted to tell us about, any like secrets or histories. Has any of that changed or evolved for you as we come into the end of the episode? Anything else you'd like us to know or anything contradictory that you've caught?
Nothing else, but I think in my head, I think what happened is that Neanderthals seem to be the smarter ones or like the more well-spoken ones, which was the opposite in my head. So I think that's just something we've discovered is Neanderthals, maybe there's a stigma against them, but they're actually the smart ones. Yeah, something weird is going on with that.
I love that. I love when this show can teach me something. I need a little bit like richer. Matt, same question. Anything that you told us about your character that's changed for you or grown over the course of the episode?
I feel like I made a jerk ass character. So I don't know where the pterodactyl went in this case, but this was just like a bad man. So I think I think the dinosaurs have really and the Neanderthals have really come out clean in this show, and the humans seem to be kind of the jerk asses. So I pictured him as like a lazy jerk ass.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that always the way?
Isn't it? Right?
Yeah. Eric, same question. Anything that you told us about your character that has changed or grown over the course of the episode?
I mean, I think the like front of house girl is like, to me, it just seems like the one who is like just kind of just like your classic, like doesn't actually want a job there, but just has to be working. So doing the bare minimum, and doing all that, and like just really, I think kind of likes being the liaison between the front and the back, but then just kind of being like, bye, actually, and doing that just like I actually just want to kind of see what happens here, so you deal with it. Yeah. So, and then health inspector, that was just a great gift from from the writers, just to be like, yeah, why not? Let's raise the stakes even more from the asshole trying to shut it down too.
I do want to say real fast, two great wigs and hats from our actors tonight. Matt had on, I believe, some kind of like, was it like a fez, like some sort of Legion? Kind of,
It's a lobby boy hat from.
I thought you remember Lodge or something.
Yeah.
Let's check in with our writers. David, we'll start with you. Any loose plot threads as we go into our final act of the show? Anything that you'd like to see tied up, or any seeds that you'd like to plant plot wise for maybe future episodes?
Yeah, I feel like between the critic and the health inspector, this team is really like, I see like in Act 3, we've got to really pull it together and make a great dish to like prove ourselves, like some sort of prehistoric ratatouille kind of thing. Like our reputation is on the line.
I love that. Robin, same question. Any loose threads or plot lines you'd like to get started in?
It's necessarily a plot line, but I think like front of the house, the pink and purple wig with more of the Ken Marino character, just watching those two energies play off each other, I think would be always fun. And again, just a good little time.
I love that. Someone who wants to mentor a character like at work who is not interested in working there at all.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Toni, same question. Any loose plot threads that we've got going into Act 3?
I think we saw the chaos behind the house. It's time to curtains. It's time for curtains. Time to bring it all together.
Yeah, and Toni, would you give us a line of dialogue that you'd like to hear in Act 3?
I don't know if I'm gonna make it home. My feet are so sore.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it home. My feet are so sore. Actors plant that one.
That's tires.
All right, we are heading into the home stretch. It's our last act of this episode. Actors, we know what we've got to do. Writers, we have a lot of work to get started on. Val, are you ready for Act 3 of Yabba Dabba Roo?
Yep, let's do it.
Go.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it home. My feet are so tired.
Wow, so cool.
Honestly, it's probably because I try to walk everywhere. I know I can fly, but like I try to like use my legs because God gave them to me, so like why not?
Yeah, I love to handicap myself intentionally to just to, like see what I am capable of. Yeah.
You're like the coolest person that works here, to be honest. I think your style choices are like top tier, and both of those words have P's in front of them, just so you know how much I mean.
Yeah, well, I honestly do a lot of like hauls where I show what I've captured in hunts and stuff. And just kind of like hold them up in front of the fire. Like today I got like this little like rat thesaurus. It's just like pretty, I know it's like a Neanderthal thing, but it's like it's giving sapient in a way.
It is giving sapient. You're so
Yeah.
right. You're
Um,
like a perfect blend of both. It's like cool that you can hold both.
yeah, I'm actually so bored. Don't you have like a restaurant to save or something?
It's like my side gig. I mostly just fly.
But you said you didn't like to. I'm confused.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a bathroom for the public?
Uh,
Uh, we've got a old hole in the back of the cave. We don't know where it goes, but that's probably safe enough, I would say.
It's for eating customers only.
Yeah.
I eat customers. I get to pee in the hole.
I guess
I've
technically.
traveled a long, long way. I will pee anywhere you tell
Okay,
me.
this day is literally like so crazy. There's been like so many important people here. Are you important too?
What a question to ask someone. I'm important to the people in my life. Yes, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes,
I
I'm
mean,
important to my.
if you were like serve your pee to customers and we put your name on it, would that make it more special and get us more money?
Maybe. And I will
So
tell you, I am actively peeing right now. I'm so sorry. I've traveled a long way.
run to the corner, add it to the buckets that we
Oh,
have.
it's going. I'm so sorry. It's done.
Who
Okay,
are you? You're so cool.
it's our fault.
I
That's
did
actually
just
pretty
a
sick.
dick.
So this is
Um,
the cool place to hang out in town, huh?
yeah, we're actually kind of in the middle of something. Could you like go sit with the other two important people and just kind of like pretend to be important with them?
Those two guys over there?
It's
Yeah,
really
the
gonna help our brand.
ones that are scoffing.
You think I can sit with them and they won't mind it?
I don't know, go try.
Okay, but they seem cool. I'm gonna go check it out.
Said they're looking for friends.
Ew, I just got
God,
the
what a
total
word.
ick.
It's giving sapien, but like the bad version, like the negative.
You shouldn't say that. It's
I
like
know.
so gross. Go save the restaurant or something.
Okay, I'm gonna go pick up someone.
Excuse me. One of your patrons is being very forward with my friend and I.
Oh my
Don't you
God.
have like standards for this place?
No, they're literally being written as we speak. Even
Okay.
the language is like being coming up with like right now.
Okay, so come up with a way to get rid of this guy.
Okay,
What is your job here?
come back here when you have a better tone. Come up with a better way to speak with me.
I'll come here with my 40 rocks and I'll sit wherever I want because some of them might make its way into your pocket
Oh,
if you're good.
wow.
Okay.
Okay, let me go get my chisel. What's good?
Okay, is this flirty now? Okay. I'm into it.
For
What?
40 pebbles it is.
Are we inviting? Oh, well, okay. I don't actually have. My dad has 40 pebbles. I'm sorry.
Oh, gross. I actually have to go take my smoke break.
Wait, no, I'm. God,
No.
you're not gonna write about this, right? You only write about food.
I mean, if someone's being forward, people should know that that's a thing that could happen here.
No, no, I'm a very important special person. Things that happen to me don't happen to other people. My dad has 40 rocks, okay?
40 rocks. Sounds like a restaurant I wouldn't visit if it's only worth 40 rocks.
This is not my restaurant.
Yes, well, the ambiance was less Jurassic and more paleo anyway.
Okay, look, I've been to 2 restaurants, including this one. And
Oh,
so I think I
2?
know a little bit of what I'm talking about. Yeah, 2.
2?
1, 2. I invented counting too today.
The only thing that could turn this around is if I heard a bunch of dead people's names.
Who is person who work here? I have not seen anyone come by in a while.
Buddy, even if you met them, I don't think they could help you.
You guys good here? You guys good? Okay.
No, we're not
You
good.
guys there's a well out back if you want to.
Excuse me, are you
A
late?
man came and peed on my table.
Do you save any of that? Because we're trying to sell some more. If you got any leftovers, if you can handle it.
I'm sorry. I must say we are now at the level where I am doing drawing of deciding if horse wear pants, would it look like this or look like this?
I think the second one.
I think the first one.
I make decision of how horse wear pants.
Hang on, pants?
Okay. Things are looking up for this restaurant.
I guess. Hang on, what are pants? Am I stupid? What are
If you see, you not see my private. That is because.
Yeah, I don't see because I'm not looking.
Okay,
Pretty
well, if
perv.
look at private, you not see.
Well, I'm not. No, that's why I wear these glasses, so I don't see anybody's privates.
Oh, there.
Has
You
Zero
can't
been
use
invented yet?
glasses? What are glasses?
I invented these glasses because I kept staring at privates and it made me distracted all day.
Been there. If I had Pebble for every time I stare at private.
Yeah, man. You gotta get one of these. I don't see privates or eclipses.
What is eclipse?
Exactly.
This place is.
This
Are
place.
you writing a novel? What are you writing?
No one reads them anyway, so I just write as much as I want. Because no one knows how to read anymore. What a reality to live in. I hate this.
Have we got any food to table? Oh, man.
No.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Yabba dabba
I really feel like we've done something here. I feel like a world, in terms of world building, as someone who knows zero about history, geology, dinosaurs in general, I'm learning a lot. And I think that if I could watch this show in an ongoing way, I would get smarter. Let's check in with our actors. Now that we've seen the pilot of Yabba Dabba Roo, I want to know, regardless of the shows that mashed up to create this, does this show remind you of anything else? Or is there a show that you would pair it with if you were putting it on like a primetime lineup? We'll start with Eric.
Oh man. Okay. To me, the closest thing that this felt like is like the Kroll show, where like it's like kind of in the same universe. So not really sitcom-y, but like there's like a bunch of like disparate ideas of like what would it be like to be in this world. So that's kind of the first thing that I got, where it's like very much like, here's a weird dude in this world. Here's a weird person in this world to do that. So I would maybe pair with that. But if it's like gonna be animated, then like put on like Adult Swim, like maybe like a Rick and Morty type of situation. Just let someone get real weird with it.
Yeah, absolutely. M, same question. Any shows that this remind you of, or another show with the same vibes that we could schedule it with?
I kind of the first thing that came into my head was It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, just because it's very much like kind of some of the worst people you know, and just people just truly creating their own reality for themselves, and taking things way too far. I would pair it with that show for sure.
Yeah, terrible people, but they have each other.
Yeah, in a fucked up way.
Yeah. Matt, same question. What other shows does this recall?
Like the easy first choice that I thought of was the show Dinosaurs, where they're wearing leather jackets and don't have pants and cook and have TVs. And I basically, we rebooted Dinosaur, which is honestly what I'm looking to do. But I think also just like the farcical nature, there were like Frasier elements to it of like, oh no, this person at this time, yeah. And I just love Frasier, so maybe I try to make everything Frasier.
Yeah, I definitely picture, dinosaurs, people, animated or not, they're in the party down, like cummerbunds and bow ties.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Let's check in with our writers. Toni, looking at the world that we built in our pilot, what happens in episode 2 of Yabba Dabba Roo?
The review comes out, it's scathing. And now they're behind. They've got, they're on the back foot. They got to save this place.
Yeah. It becomes like, a more hard scrabble, like like family. We're leaning into the bear eventually.
Look, this is one of the first jobs that's been invented in this world. You know, these people are getting paychecks. You know, a lot at stake here.
The second thing that happened after the invention of jobs was people worrying they were going to lose their jobs. Robin, similar
Biden was still
question,
president.
but season finale. We'll say this season runs 22 episodes. What happens at the very end?
Well, again, I mean, if we've started the first episode with kind of biffing the big review, I think we follow our arc, and do we have our redemption? A great cliffhanger. Do we have our redemption? Are we going to stay open? Or are we going to be a fossil? I don't know. More puns.
This restaurant has gone extinct.
Exactly. You see it.
And then David, assuming this show is a hit and it has a long life, goes into syndication, where are we in season 5?
I think that far into it, I was thinking of like the ending of Newhart, where someone came in to buy the place. And I think like we see the return of the cowboy character, and he's gonna like buy it and like turn it into condos or a parking lot or something. And they're all gonna have to part ways, and there's maybe like a big Mary Tyler Moore group hug. But then they find out at the last minute that he's trying to buy the place with his oil fortune, but there is no oil yet, so they get to keep the restaurant.
Yeah, when they find out that they are oil, that's
Yeah.
So we really made something tonight. I want to say thank you so much to our cast, our writers team, everybody. Thank you for rolling through any kind of technical issues. Really like made something beautiful, but it's not quite right yet. Because I'm somebody who believes that a good sitcom needs a theme song. So if anybody's feeling inspired, we're going to close out tonight with the theme song to Yabba Dabba Roo. While that's happening, everybody in your Zoom, your chat windows, feel free to do your best opening credit poses. I want to say thank you to Val. Thank you to the Trident Network. Everybody watching tonight, follow the Trident Network on all social media platforms. You can subscribe to our Twitch channel if you have Amazon Prime. It's already included. You just sign up for free. Rate everything 5 stars. I do need to say the Trident Network is currently only accepting 5-star reviews. Everybody, have a great night. Enjoy yourselves and enjoy the theme to Yabba Dabba Roo.
Hey, they're in dinosaur times. Yabba dabba.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night.